Okay, this is the fun one. This is rolling titles for the end of the movie. Go to, oops, sorry, I'm in QuickTime Player here. In Premiere, drop down menu, File, New, Legacy Title. I think you know how to do that. Hit OK. Now we're going to do rolling titles like at the end of the movie. So, up here, this tiny little hidden button, you click on this, and it opens up this roll, crawl options. So you have still, you have roll, crawl left, or crawl right. So crawl left and crawl right would be like your ticker tape, or like on the news when they have the newscasters talking, and then there's a bunch of still other news underneath them. That's crawl left and right. But for movies, we do the roll. And then you can actually pre-roll, ease in, ease out, post-roll. You can have, there's some other settings here for how you want the titles to come on the screen. Start off screen, end off screen, or if you don't click this, then the first title will just be on the screen. So let's start off screen and end off screen. And we'll just ease in, let's just say 5 to see what that does. Hit OK. And then we'll get out of this. And then we just start typing. This is this horrible font that comes up as a preset. I can't figure out how to get rid of this. So a film by. So I'm going to change this. And once I change it, once I change this font, it'll stay in this font as I keep typing. So just Adobe Clean. Go back to the T, the title, and then a film by J.B. Johnson. And then up here, we'll make sure it's centered, just like on Word document. Let's center it. It'll by default center it. And you might have to actually move it. You can use the markers here and the rulers to center it up in the frame. So this is kind of a good lesson in minimalist titles. If you're not going to roll the title, movie titles are usually kind of minimalist and nice, and what happened there? I think the computer didn't like that. So you see nice and centered. Make sure your titles are nice and centered and clean, etc. So I want to keep typing some other credits here. So film by J.B. Johnson. Cinematography by John Jones. I'm just making this up here. Directed by Chris Thompson. Edited by James Cameron. Written by me, you, them. I'm running out of ideas here. Based on a story by the Brothers Grimm. Produced by Universal. You get the idea. So now you see how it just compensates as you type. So you hit save. I would label it. It puts it down in here in your project window, and of course you can see it labels it differently. So the regular title looks like this little icon, and the rolling title looks like this. So I'm going to have it, the rolling titles appear over this piece of music at the end. So here's my piece of music. So I'm going to mark an in and an out. That's where I want the rolling credits. That's how long I want the rolling credits to last. So double click on it. Actually, if you double click on it, it takes that back on the title tool. Apologies. If you drag and drop it up to the source monitor, now it's in your source monitor. See, there it is. You can play it, and it's just going to zip it by fast. That's okay. You can fix that. That's just showing it's all built. So if you mark it in and out, mark it in and out here, and mark it in and out here, right as it just before it comes on the screen, mark an in, and right after it's off the screen, mark an out. Mark it in and out here, then you hit overwrite edit, and it's going to ask you change clip speed. See that? Change clip speed, fit to fill. So one of the genius things of a nonlinear editing is it'll just stretch and compress things where you want it. Hit change clip speed, fit to fill, okay, and it lays it in here on your in and out. The reason it's jagged is because, again, I'm recording with the QuickTime screen grab, so it's if I were to render this out, it'll be smooth. But that's the basics of a rolling title, how to time it. I can change the timing. If I were to just grab and I can just edit this like a clip, and if I drag and drag it, sorry, not drag and drop, just drag the end of it, it'll compensate and change the speed automatically. See, so you can change the speed automatically. You can fit to fill it, put it where you want, make it last as long as you want.